consent matters. All right, shower is completed. That's not okay. Oh, I just saw the gnat again. That's not okay, in my opinion. Oh! I will be a plus size influencer who has died. That is crazy. This video is so raw, you guys. Fuck.
Damn, what a real bitch is that?
Hey there, YouTube. It's me, Hens, and I'm back here with Amberlynn. It's Saturday for me. I hope everybody's having a good weekend and making the most of it, doing productive things, going out, having a good time, at least once this weekend. And let's get into this video because it's 23 minutes called Dating Me Comes With This Harsh Reality. Let's Talk episode 11. Alrighty.
And welcome to a new Let's Talk video.
Bum, 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 bum.
All right, so we are doing things a little bit differently. I am taking out some segments and I'm keeping others.
Good.
So I'm taking out sweet and sour, which was where I would take a random comment generator. I would choose those. I would respond to them.
Random.
I noticed a lot of people were purposely
Random, except she had the filter on that only positive comments were chosen because apparently you can do that.
like saying pretty hard.
Like Barry Cousin tested it. She did no filters, no like keywords or anything like that. And all of the choices for randomizer pretty much were negative. It was like 90 something % negative. It was terrible for her, for Amber.
things and talking about things that I really did not want to talk about. And due to me being authentic, I would choose whatever
Due to me being authentic. Oh my God.
popped up on the comment selection, no matter what was chosen, no matter if I didn't want to talk about it. So I'm just going to take it away. And then I am no longer doing tea or tale because that was where I was talking about rumors and I would have to like search out for these things.
No, you didn't. You literally, out of your own mouth, said that almost all of the ones that you were getting were things that people were sending to you directly in your DMs on Instagram. You said that. You said that.
And I personally do not want to do that. So we will be keeping the interview, which is the voice message questions, because
she literally said that the reason she started talking about Beck was because people were messaging her on Instagram. So you're literally just straight up lying to your audience at this point.
I genuinely love those. I know you guys do too. I'm also going to be keeping Sip and Community, which is
who told her that they liked it,
where I put a little community tab post. I tell you guys to leave questions or just do whatever you want to do, and I'll respond to the ones that I feel comfortable responding to, because I know a lot of people still want to have like correspondence with
a lot of people want to talk to me. I'm a very important person, don't you know?
Me in these videos specifically, and some of you don't want to do voice memos, which I totally understand. So that gives you an opportunity to ask me questions just through the YouTube app. And then also we're keeping bad choices, which is me answering these cards here because I want to get through the whole deck. Okay, so let's get into it, and we're gonna start with Sip and Community. So normally what I'll do is I'll just go from the top. I'll do just like whatever pops up first.
Remember how she said she doesn't like talking about herself or the rumors about herself, and that she didn't want her channel to be all about rumors? Remember that?
But there's a little sort by section, so I'm gonna do newest first. I'm also gonna like, oh my God, I click newest first and it's nothing but like hearts and all this type of stuff from Abdullah Yusuf, so thank you. Maria's World said, hope you're happy and healthy with a bunch of hearts. Thank
Oh, you know she's not.
Thank you. I am actually really happy right now. If I can be an advocate for any...
A what?
Hope you're happy and healthy with a bunch of hearts. Thank you. I am actually really happy right now. If I can be an advocate for anything...
If I can be an advocate... an advocate. If I can be an advocate, it's an advocate. Advocate. Oh my God. But also, just the notion that Amberlynn is healthy, you're not healthy. And then you're also not healthy mentally, which means that you're not happy really. Like, this might be a momentary sense of satisfaction, but you're not actually happy. You don't actually take joy from life. You literally steal joy and happiness from others.
It is see someone about your mental health.
It's a ghost.
I just accidentally unplugged my light.
Oh no.
So I'm gonna go plug that back in. I genuinely have no idea how that happened, but crazier things have happened. But yes, if I could be an advocate for anything, it is to see someone about your mental health and don't ever feel ashamed to...
Lol. Except that she's the one who said, I felt so embarrassed if they saw me on the camera having a mental episode or whatever. Like, really? Really? You're the one who spoke in that rhetoric, not anybody else. And pretty much every reaction channel said there's no shame in having a moment where you need to get mental help. And would if you can access it, you should. And like she's the one who's actually said anything to the contrary, that she felt any kind of a way otherwise.
To go on medicine if you have to, because I feel like Zoloft is actually changing my life for
And
the
then the medication part, especially that part, that part.
better, and it feels really good. The destroyer said a BBW was attacked on a flight. What do you got to say about that? I have
If you have to call people like a term that is a fetishized term, it's weird. If you can't refer to her as some lady got attacked, I don't understand what's wrong with you.
no idea what you're even talking about, so I'm gonna try to Google it. So I literally put BBW attacked on flight. I don't know what to search.
That sounds like a corn title.
Yeah, can't find anything really. Oh, something about a woman grabbing someone's hair. Wait, let me.
Amberlynn has already seen it. She already. This is how she acts when. Look, she's hiding her face. Like, this is not how she looks when she's just holding her face neutrally. This is not what she looks like. She's making her face flat.
Let me see. That's an ad. We're gonna mute that ad. I don't know if this is actually anything to do with what you're talking about. Oh, called her a fat. Oh, okay, maybe this is it. I actually have seen this video. What do I have to say about that?
Hmm. And now it comes back to you because there's so many morbidly obese people being attacked on planes. Be so for real.
You shouldn't be attacking anybody regardless of size, skin color, sexuality. Like,
I love how she makes your body size the same thing as ethnicity or skin color or orientation. Like, it's not the same thing for anybody who needs to hear this. Things like skin color, ethnicity, like national origin, things like that, or orientation or disability, you can't change those things. Those things did not get chosen like by merit or any other reason than chance. It doesn't make any one situation better than the other. But Amberlynn doesn't understand because she's been morbidly obese since she was a child. She thinks it's an identity. And that's part of the problem with the fat acceptance movement and people like Tess Holiday, who Amberlynn said that she would smash in a gross little misogynistic read down of the women of Hollywood that she would want to bang. The problem is that it's not the same thing. You can lose weight. Nobody can change their ethnicity. That's not something that like is even a thing really, except for the people who are delusional and think plastic surgery changes your DNA and your heritage, but it doesn't. Um, ugh, it's just disgusting to hear that kind of rhetoric. It's mostly white women who are the front of the fat activism, but they try to do this, lump all of those things together as if they're inseparable or as if they're the same thing. And it's not. It's so weird. Like, get your own fucking thing. Um, and then don't even get me started about how they don't like men in the movement. I don't. Ugh.
you should just keep your hands to yourself. We need more love in the world. Casual Observer said that I bought 1K subscriptions. So it's against terms of service to buy subscriptions. I've never done that before.
It's against terms of service. You've broken terms of service before.
But if you're talking about Social Blade will only show when someone gains 1,000 once they've reached a certain amount of subscribers.
And she'll say, "Oh, well, I didn't know that's what that was. Oopsie. I was just ignorant." It's what she does every time she does something that she knows is wrong, but she knows that she can hide behind the cover of, "Oh, well, maybe she didn't know," because people will give her the benefit of the doubt.
Subscribers. So like if you go and see anyone who has like over 200K, I don't really know the exact number, but it'll only show like when they've gained 1,000, like 1,000 in total, not just like 1,000 at once. I gratefully gain about 800 subscribers per month on average. So thank you guys so much.
Thank you guys so much.
I'm sorry. COVID Lid's profile picture is me eating a chicken sausage and it just looks.
I mean, you've done that so many times. Why is that surprising? I think I have a thumbnail with you eating sausage.
So hectic. But they asked, why aren't you posting Happy Father's Day to your stepdad? We celebrated Father's Day privately. We had a barbecue at my stepbrother's house and it was so great. I got him something for Father's Day, wished him Happy Father's Day. It was all just like private, not everything is on.
Wonderful.
Are you okay? Hope so. Prayers for you always by Madeline Powell. Thank you so much. And yes, I'm doing great. You asked that 12 days ago because this community tab is old. So we should probably move on to the lint review, and I'm going to post a new community tab for the new Let's Talk. I'm so
Yay.
excited to do the lint review again. Like, it's been so long. Oh my God. And I know you guys genuinely enjoy it so much. So if you guys want to ask me a question for the lint
So
review,
much I could jump off a cliff.
go to my Instagram, which it's linked down below, and just send me a voice memo asking whatever you want. And if you can't do that, then just send me a microphone emoji. I'm going to send you a smiley face emoji back so that approves you to send me the voice message.
Hi there. First of all, I was planning to send you my question when you replied to my mic emoji, and then you announced that you were having a break, and then you uploaded again, so I was kind of confused. In any case, I'm sending you my question. So I know you shared recently that you're on Zoloft. I'm on Zoloft too, marking my 1 year anniversary next month.
I swear some of these people have no life. They must be as isolated as Amber is, because it's like they're desperately seeking out companionship.
For me, it has been working. I'm working very closely with my therapist and my psychiatrist as well.
Yes.
So I really hope it works for you. I just wanted to ask you, like, how it's been feeling, how long have you been taking it? I'm on 100 mg. Yeah, it works.
It
so I hope
does.
that's for you, and yeah, I wanted, like, you know, your updates on that. And also, I'm from Greece, so excuse my accent.
I've never heard somebody from Greece that sounded like her. That's very interesting.
Sorry, I have to pause it. I love your accent and I'm so jealous. Greece is actually like a place I would love to visit.
Of vocabulary there. Very sorry. Also, you're on TV. I sent you a picture.
Aww.
Amberlynn Reid is a mess, but yeah.
So cute, thank you. But yeah, Zoloft has been going really good. I've been on it for about a month.
Really well.
Plus like half of a week. So it's been almost 5 weeks. And it's honestly working really, really good. Like genuinely.
Really well.
And I'm so glad that it's working for you and you've reached almost a year of being on it. That's amazing. Yay.
Hey Amber.
Dolphin clap.
Hello.
Watching your video right now. Do you actually do random voice notes, or
Yes.
do you pick and choose? That's
Nope.
my question.
What is she gonna say? Because we've already seen that she does choose. There's no way that she could only come across positive comments in some of the sections that she does. Because the fact is that even with a randomizer, 90 or so percent were negative, and like 5 or so percent was neutral. And then the other 5% was either positive or indistinguishable from neutral.
They're absolutely random. I have hundreds and I literally just scroll through. pick a random.
Hundreds.
Scroll through, pick a random. That's all I do.
Hello, I wanted to ask about your OCD
Um.
that you are diagnosed with. I was wondering why you rarely talk about it anymore in recent memory. I know you are open about your BPD and those struggles. I'm just wondering why any of your other
Why does it sound like they're eating? It sounds like they're literally eating and they have something in their mouth that they're smacking on. It's disgusting.
diagnoses don't get that attention, or is it like a personal reason? Or, but thank you.
It's because of the backlash. Like anyone in my personal life knows the things that I deal with to an extent. But like now sometimes like I catch myself just saying my anxieties, like my contamination anxieties. And I know that it's a lot further than that.
Oh my gosh. And the funny thing is that there's no consistency to it. It's just situational things that it's really like she just says, "Oh, I have this so she can get out of a situation. I have this so I can get out of another situation." It's always whatever she has to say in the moment just to keep moving forward. And I get why that might be, but at the same time, like, you don't have to do that. Nobody's asking for that.
And there's things that I do that a lot of people would not believe me if I spoke about it. And to me, it's something that like I genuinely deal with constantly. Like, I have mentioned it like just the tiniest little bit,
Literally.
and just the way that people react, like it makes me feel really sad. So
It
I'm
makes
like,
me feel small.
Maybe I need to stop talking about this because it's something I already struggle with.
Dainty.
Like, my mom sees me struggle
It makes me feel like a size 0. It makes me feel like I'll just disappear.
with it. Like people I've been in relationships with, they see me struggle with it. Like it's not something that I take very lightly.
Hi there.
Except none of them have ever mentioned that you actually struggle with it. Destiny actually confirmed what I just said, where she said that you would often say, "Oh, it's my anxiety. Can you go into the grocery store? Can you go into the gas station and get me a drink?" No. How about you get it yourself? There's nothing that's so anxiety inducing, and you're not so absolutely dying for thirst that you need a drink, that you cannot go and get it yourself, like, and go through a checkout line at like, even a gas station. The line would be probably the shortest, and nowadays a lot of them have self checkout. So I don't even understand. It's crazy. It's honestly crazy at this point because it's not her actually having a disorder and being treated for it and moving forward in her condition. No, there's none of that. She never even talks about taking anything for her anxiety. This is not even for her anxiety. This is for her to generally stabilize her mood, but it's not even enough because she needs therapy as well.
My name is Luke, and I'm new to the channel. Actually, only like about 2 weeks of watching your content, so it's
Wow.
crazy
Why does this sound like a child? This is actually a child.
that I have the opportunity to ask a question. But if I had to pick one, it would be if you were to start over completely
Okay.
with your YouTube content and do something totally different.
Is this her cousin? What the fuck?
What would it be, or would you do the same thing and show your weight loss journey?
I don't think that I would start my YouTube as a weight loss channel because that was like my first video ever.
Yeah, it's what I said. I've said this for a long time. Sorry I keep pausing. Amberlynn never really wanted to make a weight loss focused channel. She's always wanted to just be a regular vlogger in her mind, which is somebody who films their friends or their family or their kids, or they go really expensive, cool places, or they live, as she said. This is all from what she said in a video. She also thinks that they should live someplace like LA by default. And it's interesting to me that that's her limited conception of what a YouTuber or what a YouTube vlogger would be. Because there's so many things that I watched urban explorers on YouTube. Are you kidding me? Or people who go camping and wilding. I don't know what the fuck she's talking about, that there's such a limit on what you can do. There's so many different things you can do. There's a cowboy who cooks. There's Uncle Roger. There's so many things. It's crazy to me how limited her mind is in terms of what she thinks she can do, because she has no conception. She thinks she can just film her life and have that be the focus and be totally successful to the same degree that she is right now. That's what she's about to say. That's what she's about to say.
Ever was like, hi, welcome to my new weight loss channel. I would literally just start it as like, hi, watch me live my life. And I probably wouldn't hyper focus on trying all these diets, etc., etc. And I would just live life, and I'd probably keep the dieting like very minimal.
Hey, Amber.
Yeah, so you'd be 700 pounds. You'd literally be Emily's next dead fiance at that point.
Hey, from down under. I want to ask, what is the biggest, fattest, juiciest piece of tea you have right now? Love ya.
Why did it sound like they were doing an Australian accent as like a joke? It didn't sound like a. Did it sound like a real Australian accent to you guys?
Ask, what is the
Minimal.
Hey, Amber. Hey, from down under. I want to ask, what is the biggest, fattest, juiciest piece of tea you have right now?
It literally doesn't sound like a real accent.
Love ya.
Oh, I can't say that. Skip. I create the rules. I'm allowed a few skips per video.
Hi, Amberlynn.
It's because she has nothing. She has nothing. Nothing is going on in Amber's life.
Thank you so much for letting me ask you a question. I just want to start off by saying that I genuinely love you so much. I have watched you since the very beginning of your YouTube career. I think.
Oh wait, this is the one. Okay, so I was live
Oh,
streaming, and my
wait.
members were like, listen to a random voice message, and I started listening to this one, and then I realized it was so sweet. It's also 4 minutes long.
So then this would not be a random list of voice messages or text messages that you've received, because clearly you've already started listening to this one. Unless you marked it unread again, I don't know. Unless you marked this message unread again, I don't get how you could possibly get it confused. And then on top of that, you've already heard it and you decided to save it somehow. But how would you remember which one it was unless you marked it as a saved favorite, or if you left it read amongst a bunch of unread? Like, how else would you tell?
And I was like, I need to save this for a video, and here it is. Okay, let me keep listening.
So you gave it up. So you just put it back into the random pool of messages, thinking that you'll just naturally find it again. rather than it could get mixed up and you'll never see it again until the very end of the messages or for a while. What? What?
think that you are so fun, so funny.
Oh,
I think you're
Wow, you
beautiful.
must be
I genuinely
boring.
feel like
you.
we're friends. I know that sounds weird, but
Wow. Wow. That's called parasocial. You should probably get help with that.
because
It honestly does not sound weird. Like, I totally get it. I have felt
Yes, of course you get it because you don't leave your house unless your mommy comes and picks you up. Because you can't drive, you can't walk, you can't catch the bus, and you won't catch an Uber or a Lyft.
that way about people online as well.
I've watched you from the beginning and I've seen your life and I've kind of like grown up with you a little bit. I genuinely feel like we're friends even though we don't know each other.
Delusion.
It's definitely a weird concept that, like,
Delusion.
so many people know
Delusion.
things about me, and like I'll meet you
Delusion.
guys like in public or whatever it may be.
Yeah, that's because you're not friends. It's you are a persona to these people, and they think that they know you. But then these are the people that are most likely to believe that you would never abuse anybody. And those are the people that are the most dangerous.
And like you guys will come up to me and be like, "Can I have a photo?" This and that. Like, and then you guys will start talking about like just random things about my life, and I'm just like, it's such a crazy concept that like you guys know all these things, and like I look at you and you guys are just like these beautiful strangers, and I'm just like, it's just a weird dynamic, but like I live for it.
She likes the idea that so many people know who she is just by default of who she is. It's it's embarrassing. She always had that craving to be a celebrity. I bet she believed that if she moved to LA as a kid, she could become a star. Like I said before, she just has it in her head that she's something special, that her life is so worth filming that everybody should pay her. Everybody. You. You should pay her $10.
For it, and I just appreciate the support so much.
And I just wanted to say that I'm so grateful for you doing this and for allowing so many people like
Doing this. Oh, she said, good job, girl. You literally stuffing yourself and gaining to 540 pounds. It's inspiring to her.
myself, your real supporters into your life and
Mm.
making us feel like we're all friends. So
That's definitely a goal. Like
No,
I want everyone to
no.
feel like they can come to me.
I have made online friends. The difference between online friends and friends that I meet online is that friends I meet online, I would love to meet them in person. If the situation presented itself that we were all going to like an event or something, or if we scheduled a meetup or something, I would love that. There's people that I've met online who are online friends. Those people are just cool people to hang out with online. I don't feel any particular need to meet up with them. And then that's the difference. Amberlynn, these people don't even know you to that extent because they don't have any back and forth with you other than what you engage in the DMs. And that's not substantial. That's not you hanging out. That's not anything. Unless you have some sort of a Discord that you are not disclosing and you all hang out on video or you all hang out in calls, I don't believe that you have any sense of camaraderie with these people.
Me, talk to me, like have this correspondence with me. I know a lot of YouTubers don't do that, but I genuinely enjoy it. Like I want to hear
Because you have no friends.
from you guys. I want to know what you guys want to hear from me. I think that's important to like keeping up a certain type of relationship with your audience. Like I don't want to just be sitting here.
Yeah, I talk to my audience in my comments, and I love it. I love not having any filters on my comments. There's no restrictions on what you can say. And I love hearing what people have to say, and I love reading what people have to say because it's so interesting. And a lot of times it has information that I didn't even know. And it totally informs how I move forward on Amber or whatever girl I'm talking about.
Or like feeling like I'm talking to a wall, and I don't want you guys to feel like I'm not obtainable. Like I'm just like a normal person like everyone
Not attainable. Jesus Christ. Please learn English.
else. And
Please.
yeah, I just want it to feel close knit, and I want it to be a more peaceful place for all of us.
thank you for that. Love you for that. My question for you, I actually have two. So
Okay.
the first one is not so serious. It's just something that I'm curious about.
Okay.
And then the second one is a little bit more in depth. So first question, and forgive me if you've shared this before, but I am genuinely curious about how tall you are.
You're not a long-time viewer. You're a fucking liar. She's 5'3" according to herself, but she's already disclosed that she lied because she said anywhere from 5 foot to 5'4". So I just say 5'2".
Listen, again, when I meet you guys, I always get, you are so much shorter than I thought you'd be.
No, it's because you film from a downward up angle, and I can tell that you're short when you're standing. When you stand next to any like object of reference, we can see just how short you are. Especially when she was cleaning off the bookshelves in the kitchen, you could see just how short she is.
So I like to say I'm 5'3", but if we're being technical, usually when I am getting my height taken, I'm 5'2.5". But we can just say I'm 5'3" for
No,
scientific reasons. Wow,
no.
you were actually really close. Like, I've had people say that they thought I was like 5'11". I'm like, close.
5'11", bitch. Multiple of the guy reactors are my height. I think Jordy is 5'10". I believe Jordan at the ankle is 5'10". That's funny.
I don't know why I want to know, but I'm just genuinely curious about how tall you are. So that's my first question. How tall are you? And then my second question, actually,
Also, so note that's 5'2" and 530 something pounds.
sorry to bring up relationships. I know it's like a dreaded topic, but
Okay.
I just want to know. So, out of all of your relationships from the beginning that I have watched, they all, to me, anyways, share one common characteristic, and that is that they've all been really shy to be on camera. And
Yes.
not that that's a bad thing.
No. No. Destiny was fine being on camera. What she didn't like was you filming her being on the toilet, was her in her underwear, in her bra, was her exposed with her butt crack out. What she didn't like was you disrespecting her boundaries. And that's the thing, is that Crystal's boundary was do not film me. And so, of course, you filmed her, and half the time you told her, oh no, I'm not filming. Or if you said, yes, I'm filming, you said, oh, I'll just edit out. And you never did. Because how else would we see it? That's the problem with her, is that she's so simplistic. Oh, yes, no, yes. Well, I don't really want to go into it because the details are really irrelevant. If you just pretend that I'm a different person, you would not draw the same conclusions. Like, but that's the thing, is it's you. We know over time how you are because of your repeated actions. And Feline didn't want to be on because she knew how your audience is and how the audience that crosses over with Chantal's audience is. So there's that.
But YouTube is such a big part of your life. I'm just wondering if moving forward, when you are ready to start dating,
And then Emily was ashamed to be with you. She was ashamed. After a while, she hated the fact that everybody was paying so much attention to her, even though it was also fueling the thing that she had always wanted. Because according to Emily, in her younger years, she wanted to be a YouTube star.
if you're ready to start dating ever again, I love that you're genuinely taking a break for yourself. I think it's great. I think you need to work on yourself and motivate
Well,
yourself.
she wasn't.
That's where
Oh, I
real growth
agree.
comes from.
The dentist was working on her.
But I digress. So my question is, moving forward, when you're ready to maybe find someone again, do you have a new list of standards? Are there things that
Yeah, she's looking to see if she can meet the grade. You know?
you are able to look back
You
on
always
past
need a new
relationships,
caretaker.
specific to YouTube? Obviously, all of your past relationships have flaws.
Yeah,
We need to keep
totally.
in mind that
We don't need to keep in mind anything. We're talking about your relationships, the context of all of your relationships in reference to each other. We do not need to understand anything else about other people's relationships. We don't need to think about them. We don't need to bring them up. This is her way of trying to deflect her own culpability in each of those situations, because every single partner broke up with her. Every single one. Even the cheating hussy, Erica. You know, it's totally insane to me that Amberlynn thinks that nobody can tell. It's just her own deflection. It's because she doesn't actually operate on an adult level in terms of her intelligence and the way she executes her logic. It's like a child. Oh, well, I know this little situation, so maybe I can make a lie that'll fit this bigger situation. And so we reflect back on what she's previously said and it doesn't match up. And it's so simple that it just falls apart. But she just keeps going because this is Amberlynn's life, is what she puts on the internet. She doesn't have really anything else, especially because the side characters are no longer silent.
Every relationship has flaws. No relationship is going to be perfect by any means. Like, I feel like we all look for that perfect relationship.
No, you're just constantly looking to be owned and claimed because you're desperate and because you need a caretaker, because you don't have self esteem.
But no, and you know, I've heard recently where people are like, love isn't just a feeling, it's a choice. I don't know if I 100% agree with that, but I feel like
It is partially a choice. You have to keep wanting to improve for the people that you love. If you stay stagnant and the world changes around you, you're just going to fall behind, and the people that you say that you care about are going to be the ones that suffer, especially if you're dealing with mental illness.
what is a choice is like waking up every single day and like not only choosing to do good for you, but also like do good for your partner. That's a whole other topic.
Specific to your YouTube career,
It's not. That's literally what love is, at least in my mind, is that you're aspiring to do better because you feel that draw to do better for that person. You want to do better because it's something that you need for yourself, not because you're being asked for it. But that's how she feels, that any prodding and requirement of her to do something for somebody is effort. It's not something that comes naturally to her,
are you
which
looking
is
for
what
someone
Beck said.
who maybe isn't so shy and feels okay being in front of the camera and um, feels okay being in front of the camera and
No, 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 no. So actually, before I got with
It's because Amber hates people giving attention to the side character. That's the thing. Is it Amber dated some normal person who had no connection to Girl World, and they're just like living life, doing things, being a good person, and they happen to get with Amber, that would be totally different. Nobody would necessarily be after that person. Like, and that's the thing, is that Amberlynn doesn't understand that. Even Beck was connected to Girl World in a different way because Beck's ex was with Crystal afterward. That's the thing. It's not like these are all separate events and separate people that don't know each other to any extent. To any extent, there was overlap between all of these social groups pretty much.
Feline, which was the person that I was with after Beck. I didn't care about that at all. Whether they wanted to be on camera, whether they didn't. But then I got with Feline, someone who did not, and it was hard. There were so many times like,
Well, Beck told you not to film them and you still did. Crystal told you not to film them and you still did. Destiny was the only one who was sort of okay and enthusiastic, but then you kept roping her in even after you broke up. That's the problem.
while editing, I would catch Feline in a reflection, and I would purposely have to zoom in. Like, you just have to be
Oh, poor you. Editing you. Poor you.
so much more careful, especially when it's like a live-in partner, someone you're with 24/7. It made it so difficult, but I was like, I'm willing to do this because I'm absolutely
It's so funny when she tries to act like a responsible adult.
in love with this person, and they absolutely are in love with me, and it's like it's worth it to me. And then after that relationship ended, I told myself I will genuinely never be in another relationship again where the
Never
person does not
ever.
want to be on camera. Mainly because it just makes my job difficult. Be in another relationship again where the person does not want to be on camera. Mainly because it just makes my job difficult. It makes
Oh, so it just has to be what's easy for you. Oh my god. Like I said, desperate. Desperate ass hoe.
life so much more difficult. Plus, I love the memories.
Hoe is for home wrecker.
I love being able to show what we're doing, having those memories, looking back at them. Plus, I like sharing my life with you guys. But after what has happened in the last 365 days, I have realized more than ever, I will never, ever, ever again speak about a partner. I won't even speak about them, let alone show them. That is me.
This is just her. This is just Amber's attempt to make everybody feel guilty and to say, well, this is all your fault that I'm never going to disclose when I'm in a relationship and you're never going to know anything about them. No, no, never ever. I'm trying to protect myself, my love, and my lovers.
Like literally saying, I am never going to even talk about my love life. I know I've put that boundary up and I have sustained
No, because the last time she gave this little speech, she said it. And then one or two videos later, she was talking about Emily.
that. And I'm letting you know, like, I'm throwing away, like, I'm literally locking it and like throwing away the key. Like, I'm genuinely never going to like go outside of that
She's so juvenile.
boundary because I don't want whoever my future partner is, if I ever do get another relationship, let's be realistic.
She's in one.
I'm sure I will. I'm only 34, but like in the way future, whoever my future partner is, I do not want them to be eaten up by people
You should hope that they don't get eaten up by your stench.
that like genuinely don't know them. There is just too much hatred and doxing and blackmail and just malicious stuff.
Blackmail? That's only Emily. Nobody was blackmailing anybody. Emily has her own baggage, which is the thing that I was saying before. A normal person doesn't come with that. A normal person, from Amber's perspective in dating, is somebody that she's not interested in. She wants somebody that will adore her, somebody that can devote all of their time to her, somebody that doesn't have to go to work, somebody that is willing to be on FaceTime with her all the time. Hey, somebody who's codependent is what she needs and wants. And that's not somebody that's going to be healthy for her or productive in the long term for her health. Because every time she gets into a new relationship, she gains weight and she makes the other person gain weight because she doesn't want them to leave her.
And it's a lot. It's happened with every single one of my partners. Every single one of my partners. And
every single one except for Crystal and Destiny and Beck.
Position ever again. So it's just easier for me, as much as I would
and Valentine, Erica, if you want to count them.
Love, like literally love and adore my partner to be on my YouTube. I have to put my future partner first.
Handle the haters and that kind of thing. So
not many people can handle the type of hate that like is.
She has so much mental fortitude. She is Joan of Arc of our times, leading the way on social media. Amber, get on that horse. And if you can't get on the horse, we'll get you a donkey.
It's projected onto me and onto my partner, and I don't want to ever put that position onto someone, because like when I got with Tommy and Tommy was so willing to like
Emily
be in the public eye, like I literally lived for that because I just got out of a relationship with someone who like.
It's because Emily always dreamed of having her own YouTube channel that was successful. I did a video reacting to her old account that somebody found. I don't even know how they found it, but it was really nothing. It was her sitting in her bedroom talking about wanting to be famous, just like Amber. I'm sure Amber gave that same little speech to herself all the time.
It was a secret. And then I also had a relationship with Feline where she didn't want to be on camera. So it was like, wow, I'm finally with someone who like genuinely wants to be on camera. And like Tommy didn't deserve anything she went through. Feline didn't deserve it. Like
some of the stuff that Feline got was totally of a different nature, and that's part of the problem that I have with Amber, is that she's lumping all this shit in together as if it's all the same stuff, and some of it is not the same.
No one has deserved what they went through by just being my partner, and I cannot imagine myself putting someone else in that position. And it even took
Emily chose to feed her fiance
to like put my mom on
and
camera
you
because I was so scared it was gonna happen to her. But she would always be like, just let me be on camera, it's totally fine. And like she was super shy and cute about it. And like me and her, we would go back and forth and we're just like, I don't know, maybe we should. And then finally we just went for it. And then things did get heated for a minute there. My mom loves me unconditionally, and it's hard for like quote unquote.
No, she doesn't. She really doesn't. You're gonna find that out soon.
The haters to like accept that someone can love me just because they're willingly doing so.
They should, but they don't. They should, but they don't.
Like when I have a partner, they're just like, they're choosing me, they're loving me, not because they have
to. Your partners are not somebody that you should ever expect to love you unconditionally. You, Amber. Not talking about anybody else. For Amber, because the way that she seeks them out, the way that she relies upon them, she pushes them away. There's this thing that stars do when they're first forming, and some galaxies do it as well, where they produce so much pressure from the solar winds that they push out the gas that would otherwise feed it. And that's what Amberlynn does. She pushes away her partners and the people in her life until they're all gone. And then she's just left alone, waiting for the next partner to come by
have to, but because they're like
and bring
literally
their friends.
actively choosing to. I'm glad that phase with my mom is over with though, because she didn't deserve that. And I can't even have friends in my videos. It's not even just like a partner. I can't even have friends because I have friends in my real life. Like I have family in my real life, people that I see.
I mean, yeah, your family exists outside of you. You don't have like claim to their lives as your story. That's the thing. You don't go and do things with them that are not just family oriented. You don't do like family outings. You don't do family hangouts. It's not anything that's not a holiday. It's weird.
See and I hang out with, and I am not filming when I'm around them at all. Like I genuinely just like
At all.
I don't know. I feel kind of sad, but I would rather protect the people I love and I care about.
Imagine you could drive yourself to a park and walk around just for funsies. Or if you wanted to go and, I don't know, check out, I don't know what is there to do in Oklahoma? Like you like Dave and Buster's? You can't even go to Dave and Buster's in the middle of the day when your mom is at work because you don't have a way to get there. And you have so many options. It's She doesn't want to learn a language. She doesn't want to do anything.
And just have all of the
She
like
just wants to
the hate
waste
just
away.
be directed towards me because I don't want to see the people that I love and care about hurt and have bad things happen to them. It just doesn't feel good to me.
So I know I don't want to
It
take
just
away
it just doesn't sit well with her. It doesn't do well with her.
from anybody who was afraid to be in front of the camera due to the hate, because I know that the people who hate you are genuinely so awful and will go to.
It's almost like these people have no vocabulary, just like Amber. I was gonna say vitriolic, because if anything, that's what they claim, that all of the reaction channels and all of the haters are just so evil and manipulative and just spout all of this evil shit. But it's weird because all of our arguments seem to land at some point. You either fulfill it or you confirm it. And it's not necessarily a long delay between those two things, between us saying it and you doing it, that it happens. It's weird. It's almost like you're just in denial and your little fans are just blowing smoke up your ass.
to great lengths to make sure that everything about you and the person that you're with and even the people that you're around are known and all of their personal information is out there.
Yeah.
So I don't want to take away from that fear, but
Like I said, I've never been on Reddit looking for anything about Amber. Like I've already said.
it is something that requires like a strong person. So I'm just wondering if you
Or
might be
Kiwi
looking for someone
Farms.
in the future with a little bit more of a thick skin, if you will. For someone in the future with a little bit more of a thick skin, if you will.
No, because I don't care how thick someone's skin is. Like, my skin's pretty thick. Like, I'm still here and kicking. I still laugh and giggle and show a positive side.
You do not have thick skin. As soon as somebody says something that you don't like, you either ban them in your live streams, even if they're paying members, or or you think that they're just so mean and they need everybody who likes you to gang up on them. That you think you should make fun of people like Zachary Michael, who's been one of the fairest people to you, or Jordy, or anybody, just because they talk about the things that you do, that you post for money. Nobody else is on the fucking internet dancing around like a fucking fool for money. We all have jobs or skills that we use outside of YouTube to make money or to pass the time. You're the only one sitting around on a couch.
No matter what is thrown at me online. But it's like, yeah, I can find someone like that and be with someone like that, but I still do not want to put anyone else in that position. Like, I already regret so strong, like, the things I did say about Feline and showing Tommy. I feel like the only two partners that I was with that genuinely, like, wanted to.
Do you regret making titles Feline's name or referencing where she's from? Do you regret those things?
To be on camera was Destiny and
Because
Beck.
the person who originally doxed Feline was Amber.
And I even regret putting them. It just sucks that that's what it boils down to. It's just a boundary at this point.
Yeah, so I hope that made sense. I hope you get the gist of what I'm trying to ask you. I will continue watching your videos. I will continue supporting you and loving you. And I just hope that you continue this journey in whatever way feels best for you. And yeah.
Yes, Amber, if you decide to eat ice cream and ramen every single day of your life, I support you. Super morbidly obese heart hands.
Thanks so much. Love you.
Thank you so much, and I love you too, and thank you for being such a sweet supporter. I appreciate it more than you know. All right, you guys, that was a long one, so I think we should do bad choices. So,
Ew.
I'm just gonna choose 5 from this bowl. Let's get into it. First one is, have you ever tasted your own?
Jesus fucking Christ.
Yes, I have. Have you ever
Ew!
sex that lasted less than 2 minutes? No.
Yes.
I'm a lesbian. More like it lasts
Ew. Ew. No.
2 hours. Would you
Ew, only because you don't do anything.
eat a shit sandwich to meet your idol? Absolutely.
Yes, she would. To meet Billie Eilish? Oh, yes, she would. And then she would show up smiling with the shit still in her teeth and be like, Billy, give me a kiss.
Not. That would never happen. For $100, would you stick a roll of quarters up your A? No.
Yes, she would.
No. Have you ever role played in the bedroom? Yes.
Ew.
So
Not surprising. Ooh, you want to feed me, Mr. Baker? Okay, you can put the bread in my mouth.
that's the end of this Let's Talk. I hope that you guys did enjoy, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
No. That was so fucking gross. Harsher reality being that they have to wipe you. I love that. Love that. You've gone months without bathing. You don't have contamination anxiety. Stop with the cards at the end. None of us want to know any of that about you. Can you get rid of the voice message segment? Thanks. I like this. This is a great profile picture. I'm only 34. Oh, honey, please don't act like that's young when you're pushing 600 pounds. Yeah, honestly, 34, I've started feeling better. I started going back to the gym, I told you. And then I've just started changing up some things in my life. And I feel so much more energetic, much more like my late 20s than I did a few months ago, which is nice. Feel way less inflamed. Great. If you're 5'2" and 546, then you have a density BMI of 99.9. Oh, that's great. That's great. She'll say, well, that's actually the same temperature that I am every single time that I have my temperature taken. Same thing over and over for 10 years. Same questions. Amber, is every day Groundhog's Day for you? That's pretty much what it is. She wants that, though. This is the life that she has engineered for herself. That every day is the same. She's not disrupted. She's not uncomfortable. She's not ever made to put out any effort that she's not already previously conceived in her own mind. If you ask her for anything, like I said, as her partner, it's considered extra. It's considered, oh, I have to give you consideration. Oh, I have to give you any part of my mental processes in this moment. Then I'm going to tax you for that later. Due to me being authentic. Girl, do not make. Okay, I'm so happy that I'm not the only one who found that just batshit crazy for her to say, just with a straight face, Beck did not want to be on camera. Yeah, literally. DoorDash ad before this really put it together for me. Oh my god. Girl, Feline was not in love with you. She used you for a car and some Jordans. I think Feline liked her. I think she did like her. But then I don't think that she did love her. Feline was also in her mid-20s when they got together, and Amber was like 30. Let's keep that in mind. Amber was always preying on people who were younger than her, except for Beck and Crystal. Those are the only 2 people that she's ever dated that were the same age as her. Everybody else was younger, I believe. Emily's a few months younger as well. The only Greece you will ever visit is the grease in your diet. I love that for her. The grease in her hair too, because you don't have OCD. That is part of it. It's never been diagnosed, I'm sure. And then any claim that she has is probably just a a passing symptom of something else. She's never consistent about anything because it would be something that would be pervasive in her life, not just, oh, yeah, it happened for a year, never again. Really? Really? I would find it hard to believe unless somebody has OCD and can confirm that it can just like go into remission, because I've never heard of that. Beck didn't deserve the hell that she Beck didn't. She's been 5'4", 5'3", 5'2" and a half, 5'2", and 5'1". LOL. That's what I'm saying. That's why I go for the lowest average. I just say 5'2", because more of the times we're towards this end, and then more recently she's been saying 5'4", 5'3", because she wanted people to lower her BMI. Apparently, harsh reality equals being a caregiver. I love that. She's literally a giant circle. Let's read one more. This is where we'll end. Looks like you've accepted your fate and are now just biding your time. Sad, but it's good you're no longer delusional. Hope you don't suffer too much in the last months. It's gonna be rough. I mean, honestly, she's kind of proving that she is just so obstinate that even when her audience is telling her, "We see that you're gaining weight and it looks like it based on how you've looked in the past," she still said, "No, I'm not. No, I'm not." Even as her aches and pains got worse, "No, I'm not. No, I'm not." It's so fucking delusional, but at the same time, she knows what she's doing. She's been told by the doctors, she's been told by her dentist, she's been told by probably everybody she's ever seen. You probably need to make a change. Probably need to change something because this isn't this isn't good for you. And it's not just that there's one thing, it's like all of these things, and they are side effects of her mental health being untreated, and the fact that she's very blasé about it and thinks that everybody else is meant to suffer her. I don't understand how she thinks that she could actually start a channel from nothing based on her personality and her life. I wish she would. I wish you I wish that she would create a second channel and people would just not subscribe for the reason that she's Amberlynn, but for the reason that they want to see her, what her style would be. Because at this point, we see she just sits on the couch all day. Maybe she moves around, goes to the kitchen 3 or 4 times a day, but even that is just limited because she doesn't want to get up because it hurts, because she doesn't want to have to sit down if she, because if she gets up, she's going to the bathroom. Um, it's all of these things together, and it's just silly. It's just silly. Anywho, if you enjoyed this reaction, leave a like, subscribe, and leave some pie in the comments, because pie is delicious. Talk to you later.